All right. Let's continue down through these ruins. So we've already investigated all of these rooms. Yes. So off to the main chamber again. Oh, let's
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
yes. Couple of rain blights. Let's just deal with them really fast.
Still alive?
Shouldn't be
I
too
need
much of
something sharper.
a problem, I don't think. Let's go with some shocking. I imagine they're weak to electricity.
This isn't working.
Maybe not. Are they weak to bullets? Oh no, I mean, it hit pretty hard actually.
This one repels my touch.
No, I heard them. They're immune to bullets, which makes sense.
Alive?
Oh, it's ours now.
I need something.
There we go.
As you wish.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Okay. This statue is still really cool. Super impressive craftsmanship. More rain blights, huh? Interesting. You go forward. Why don't you? The rest of you attack. Aloth, get him with the arcane strike for me, and then we'll hit them with the shocks.
Answer.
I hit them with another shock. Wait, am I seeing that right? Let me hold that thought. They are immune to shock damage. Hits 26.1 minus DR immune. Damn it. How is rain? How are the water and blights immune to shock? Well, all right. I just wasted a bunch.
Yes.
Good to know they can crit. All right, let's try Mind Wave then. Let's get you a little closer. Did that do any damage? No. They are immune to a lot. Alright, do you wanna... Are they immune to Whispers of Treason? Good, no. Yeah, go after that, please.
Well,
They're immune to quite a lot.
Nice and quiet.
We do still have one camp to make, so I can use some of my resources if I absolutely need to, but... Definitely saving here. This feels like... Whoa, what was that? This feels like we're heading towards the confrontation. It's not marked. It's actually going up, though. For some reason, I thought we were descending. All right. Wait, we're on level 1. Oh, we were descending. Okay. We found our way past the broken area. Fair enough. Makes sense. I almost forgot about that. This is... Did I see a stone... Someone who's frozen again? Yeah. Oh, it's the same exact one, too. Yep. Same situation as the very first time. Oh, hey. You hear running water and see a small stream that carves its way into the mountain. Let's inspect the stream. The shallow bottom flickers and wavers just under the water's edge. As you look toward the tunnel, the bottom disappears into darkness. From here, it is impossible to tell how deep the stream is. However, a faint light plays along the walls of the tunnel. The echo of rushing water suggests that the tunnel and stream continue for quite some distance. That's probably our exit.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
Anyone here? Mr. I'm forgetting your name, but you start with a T. I could actually look at the quest, the old quest, and see. There it is. Theos, yeah. Theos doesn't appear to be here. I was kind of expecting a boss encounter, but it seems that they've already done what they came here to do. Into dust. Maybe we'll learn something from this one. I see the soul there. Before we interact with that, something in the ether hums and buzzes through your teeth. Alright. A haze of essence lingers over the body, as faint and insubstantial as a dust plume in a rider's wake. Yet as you draw closer, whispered instructions echo in your ears and anticipation warms your blood. In a vision, you see the same stone machine you approached moments ago, but from a different height and angle, as if through different eyes. You'd heard rumors that some of your brethren were sent here months before, yet you see no sign that anyone has been here. In fact, the cobblestones are covered in a fine layer of dust, ash. I don't think they're telling them what's to become of them. You suddenly know, or you know suddenly what this will cost you, and you are ready. Oh no, they are in fact willing. Suppose the ones we saw with Theos present did offer themselves up willingly. At least it seemed like that at the time. The orders were clear. The effects of the machine in Cleobon Relog were wearing off. A child had been born not far from Dareford recently, its soul intact. The machine would need to be reactivated. Well. Look what we have here. Huh. It's not even the gods. Though it is a cult that, follows one of the gods. But still. Widewind's legacy has nothing to do with Widewind. Timing just happened to work. Though, I suppose it's possible that that whole thing was connected to this. I mean, Theos does play a very long game. Could have been one of his moves on the board to prepare for this one. To properly assign blame. But, well, how will we shut these off then? So I wonder why the Inquithans made these machines that would prevent, I was going to say prevent children from being born, but no. It sounds based off of this that it destroys their souls or maybe steals them. It says soul intact. It sounds like it shreds them, which is kind of horrifying. You and your companions take up your positions. You share a final look of affirmation between yourselves. They don't know your name and you don't know theirs, but you know what you're doing. You know that you're doing the work of the gods together. None of the rest matters. The gods? Plural? Not just the one? Oh. Two carved bands of stone in the middle of the machine grind into motion. They rotate in opposite directions, picking up speed until they spin like freshly greased carriage wheels. A wind shrieks through the cavern, accelerating with the stone rings. You press your hands to your ears and grit your teeth against the noise. You're about to shut your eyes when you glimpse a new movement. Rows of triangular flaps around the machine open like petals. You don't know what's happening in the machine, but you feel a tingling at your extremities. Searing pain spreads through your body, a hot knife separating every tissue and ligament within you. God, that sounds awful. All the while, it feels as if you're falling toward the machine, your stomach mashed against your spine. What happens next is too fast to process. You awaken from the vision to find yourself kneeling and gasping for air. Holding your head, you let the tiles between your knees gradually come into focus. Yeah, I would hate to have this thing accidentally activate when I'm present. Or perhaps you need to be stepping on one of these. As you catch your breath, you remember the strange scene you saw outside Kilant Lys, where several robed figures fell amidst a howling Biowak. Looking at the ash scattered across the cavern floor, it is apparent that the Leaden Key has been doing this, whatever it is, all over the Darewood. Yeah. Who knows how many of their members they've been sacrificing. I suppose it is an important role to achieve their aims, though it is curious what their actual aims are. What benefit do they gain from sowing this discord? What is their end goal? Well. I would like to turn this off, but I don't think I can. Oh, new stronghold quest. Taxes collected, whistling the reeds. 500 to 1,000 copper. Plus an average item. And 25% experience. Red reed wand. This is kind of nice. Actually, let's read it. In the Isometric Plains, Zochin Lake, or Zochin Lake, is renowned for the beautiful flowers that grow along its banks for several weeks every spring. Local farmers harvest the flowers for a spring festival in all of the nearby villages. In the past 3 years, 4 people have gone missing during the flower collections. No one has been seen the abductions take place, but people in the area have reported hearing a high-pitched whistle from within the tall reeds. When the abductees are discovered days later on the shore of the lake, they appear to be happy and smiling, but unaware of the world around them. Blissful victims never recover from the state, most dying within a few weeks. Huh. The philosophers at the monastery near Zochin Lake have advised local rulers to seek out outside help with the problem. This sounds like a job for a paladin. Kind of curious as what it is. What creature? Only 2 hours till the craft hall is finished, too. Let's head out the into the tunnel. You take slow, sloshing steps toward the mouth of the tunnel, holding yourself upright while the current tugs at your legs. Cold water leaves you gasping, and as it rises past your waist, you fight to control your breaths. The stream bed soon drops out from under your feet, and the current pushes you toward the tunnel with growing force. It's swim. The current pushes you through the tunnel faster and faster, tugging you downward. Over your head, the tunnel narrows and drops, leaving only a thin pocket of air. Yeah, this is incredibly dangerous. You take a final deep breath before the current drags you into the depths. Rays of light pierce the darkness, but the current is moving too fast now for you to see more than flickering glimpses as you speed by. You keep your hands in front of yourself and focus on avoiding the jagged rocks that appear suddenly in the darkness, jutting from the walls. A light winks at you up ahead. You're approaching it fast. It looks to be the mouth of a second, smaller tunnel. You might be able to reach it. Your lungs have started to ache. Let's try continuing. Continue with the current. Or wait. Make sure I have this clear. Yeah, let's continue with the current. I'm not sure where... I mean, we're underwater. If we grab the edge of the tunnel, we're just gonna drown anyways. You rush past the side tunnel and see a corkscrew turn up ahead. Oh, I see. No, I misunderstood that. Angle your body with the current just in time to avoid the onrushing wall. The contortion forces the last burst of air from your lungs. The last light of the light disappears behind you. You can't tell whether the tunnel has gone dark or whether you're blacking out from lack of air. Near the case, you can no longer see the walls around you. You extend your feet in front of you and hope for the best. Your foot strikes an outcropping. Your arm grazes another. Pain has you gritting your teeth. It's not as bad as you'd feared. Either the cold waters have numbed your skin or you've slowed. Your chest begins to hitch. You clamp your jaw shut and tighten your throat against the choking waters. Soon, your body's reflexes will take over. A halo of light appears above you. The current is no longer pushing you toward it, so you kick, push, and twist your body up. The surface always seems just out of reach. At last, your head breaks the surface. You gulp air into your aching lungs and pull yourself to the edge of the pool. Crawling out of the water, you look at the cavern around you as you massage, feeling back into your aching, cold, numbed limbs. Where the hell are we? Oh! Oh, I see. I'm actually very curious, though, about where the, small tunnel takes us. Alright, let's grab the edge of the tunnel this time. You wrap your fingers around the rocks, lining the tunnel and peer into it. It terminates in a dead end. Something glints among the rocks at the far side. Reaching it would be a challenge for anyone without strong lung capacity. I mean, Edir is the obvious choice. Edir pulls himself into the tunnel, executing deft scissor kicks while the passage narrows. At the end, he finds a skeleton with a handle protruding from its ribs. Oh, wow. Edir pulls it free and pushes off from the wall, propelling himself back toward the main tunnel. Look at all the treasure you're leaving behind. Grab the chest! Grab the chest! Maybe he would die if he tried. This is just like the Goonies. You gotta leave it behind. Swirling and tumbling through the darkness of the tunnel, you at last see... Oh, this is the same as before. I guess that one, with that, they skipped the rest of it. Fair enough. We got the Rose of Salt Hollow, though. It is a morning star. Unique, of course. Do you have a morning star? Let me see if I have one in here. Here we go. We have an exceptional one. I also have a mace that I can take a look at. And a unique one. Or no, a club it was. Thought I had a mace too. I'll just compare these two for now. So it's actually a little weaker than the exceptional Morning Star. It does have plus 25% corrode damage, and plus 20% of damage restored as endurance. So it would be good for a tanky person. And then it's only fine, so plus 4, plus 15%. 26, 16 to 23. Yeah, this one's base is higher than this one, even without the exceptional or the fine. Still, though, that plus 25% is corrode damage, plus the plus 20% as restoration is pretty good. Probably makes it worth it, especially if you can get it up to the exceptional like this one. Not that I have any DPS focused melees.
Well,
Yeah, we should probably avoid going out that way. You know, better if the Glenfathans don't realize we were ever here. Let them eternally wait for those guys who are definitely not coming back out.
well,
Let's jump to the other side once again. Clear the gap without incident. Great.
as you wish.
Wonderful. So, Glenfathans, no trouble from us, right? I do want to try talking to them, though. Defiler! A young Glenfathan grabs the horn from around his neck and sounds a bellowing call. I did no such thing. What? Warriors splash across the stream, their weapons raised and their painted faces still and stony. You were warned, Estramor. I really don't want to kill them. Let's not talk to them.
Yes,
But apparently they do realize I entered. Which is interesting. Alright. So we need to head back to Defiance Bay for the report our findings to the lady. I think first things first, though, we have that person waiting for us at Kednua. Let's head back there.
The keep's coming along nicely.
It really is. The craft hall is finished. Which gives us the weapons and armor merchant. Maybe next the curio shop. Or perhaps the artificer's hall. The chapel would give us a nice prestige, though. Bit expensive, but... Or... Actually, maybe the merchant. Yeah. Hello, skirmisher. I'm looking around here. I kind of want to see the, That's where the forum's gonna be. Is this the crafts hall? Oh, yeah. Hello, craft shopkeeper.
Good day, stranger.
Stranger? I am your lady, which he knows here. Good tidings, my lady. Might I interest you in anything? I offer supplies for the road. I'm sure you'll find many things of use to a hardy traveler such as yourself. One can never be too prepared. Absolutely. Let me see what you got. Some fine weapons you have here. Fine of literally everything, I think, in fact. Unfortunately, fine isn't quite good enough for me anymore. So that'll, I'm afraid I can't really trade with you. I could sell some stuff to you, though. Alright, I'm selling all the fine and mundane goods here. Keeping the exceptionals and uniques. If such a time comes where I need the fine, I'll either find it or buy it here. Same with the armor. Wonderful. And the accessories. Alright, that's probably good. Thank you for your assistance. It is a nice little shop you have here. Maybe as we progress, level up, or progress with the plot, the quality of his goods will improve.
Better indeed.
Yeah? Oh, hey, it's the warden. Oh, wait, no. I was thinking that warden, but I think it's probably not the same person. Everything seems to be in order. Yeah, different warden. Did I ever restore the downstairs here? Or just the upstairs? No, still just the upstairs. Is it you, Beryl? That I'm here to talk to? Prestigious visitor Beryl, an Andaran dignitary, has arrived in the stronghold. He requests your aid with an upcoming meeting with representatives of the Fisher Crane tribe near the Thane Bog. And where exactly is the Thane Bog? Not seeing it. Presumably it's within my territory, though. Let's talk to the steward first. I trust all is well, my lady. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. What's the state of the keep? I noticed that a rather important visitor has come to the keep. A dignitary from Edir. It rather reminds me of the old days. In any case, I suppose I should have the servants see to it that he's comfortable. I mean, do we really have servants? We have some defenders, but... Well, on to business. I'll talk to him. Greetings, Lady Gwyneth. My name is Beryl. If you have the time, I have an urgent matter I'd like to discuss. Very well, let's hear it. You call for your allies and prepare to hear the petition. I've been tasked with meeting with representatives from the Fisher Crane tribe near Thane Bog. It is my hope to come to peaceful terms. Okay, what kind of terms and what's the problem? Unfortunately, I haven't had much practice with the Glanfathan language. Oh, they're Glanfathan? And the Fisher Crane are, by nature, very reclusive. I fear that the circumstances are ripe for a misunderstanding. Probably. You yourself, I hear, have had some dealing with the Glanfathans. I would welcome any assistance or advice you may offer. I mean, I've had dealings with the Glanfathans in the sense that they tried to kill me once, and I invaded their ruins twice. I don't think we're on good terms. I'll see to it you have safe passage through Air Glanfath. Yeah. Not that I have any doubts of your considerable resources, but how, my lady? If I was positive with the Twin Elms, or aggressive, that would be enough. I had to just get a bunch of money, coin, to purchase guides and bribes where necessary. That is very generous, my lady. Thank you. I will put this to good use. In the grand scheme of things, 2,000 copper isn't a whole lot for us. I mean, we get like 600 a week. Or, a turn. However long that is. And we just made like 20,000 from selling junk. Well, that handles that. Too bad I wasn't good on good terms with Twin Elms yet. Oh, while we're here, let's check on the state with Marshal Forward here. Lord Gathbin's army grows, Gwyneth. Don't ignore his threat. Let's talk about my army. What's the status of my regular troops? 2 green and 2 few. If you go up against Lord Gathbin now, losses will be heavy. However, victory is still possible. What special allies do I have available? No one has offered their help, I'm afraid. It may be possible to find an ally in Defiance Bay among the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, or if you're truly desperate, House Doymanel. Right, I've also heard rumors of a force of Red Karens is currently in the White March. If you find your way that far north, perhaps you can sway some of them to join our cause. We need to recruit veteran troops. Oh, right, that was one other thing. 10,000 copper. I know a company or two of veterans that would be willing to join us for a bit of coin. I'd say 10,000 copper should cover the expense. I'll do that eventually. And not until after I've recruited the Crucible Knights to my cause, though. And maybe the Red Karens. How much time do I have? Enough. It's rumored that Lord Gathbin... Yeah. Same response as last time. Alright. So, in other words, I need to continue working on getting the Crucible Knights on my side. Or technically the Dozens or the Doymanels, but I really don't like either party. Oh. Good thing I rested here. We have someone else to talk to. This one looked like it said it was a slaver, though. Not exactly interested in helping out a slaver. I'd rather throw them in the dungeon. Name Heir has hired on a handful of mercenaries to escort him to Thanebog. Huh. That's kind of funny. It's a little glitch. Yeah. Hi, Solmar. What do you have to say about Solmar? Where to begin? Let's see here. Oh, no, she doesn't have anything to say about him. At last! I'm glad you're here, my lady. My name is Solmar. I have a matter of some importance to discuss if you have the time. Very well. I'm not sure you're gonna like my answer. Hello, Piggy, joining us. I'll cut to the meat of it. I have a dozen Orlan slaves in port at Girara. Healthy stock that will fetch a fine price in Ixmitil. If I can get a ship to up the coast. That's the tricky part. I haven't got the coin to stock a ship for the whole journey. Now without docking at a Deerwood port along the way, and running the risk of having my goods seized. The people, dude. The people seized, you mean. God, referring to them as goods. Really, these Deerwood laws are completely impractical for any honest merchant traveling outside of Defiance Bay. Honest merchant. I hoped you could be of some assistance. You're not originally from the Deerwood, I hear, so surely you understand. I'd like a moment to discuss this with my people. Of course, of course. Somewhere inclines his head politely and steps out of earshot. Oh, Heravius. Wait, who's Heravius? I want you to head down to... Is that one of my companions? I'd like you to head down to Girara and see if you can free these slaves. I would love to. Gives me something to do with my hands while I plot this man's painful death. I think it might be the druid, actually. Motion for your guest to return. Have you come to a decision? I've decided to hang you. Guards, take him away. As tempting as that might be. I don't really... I'm not sure if I have legal grounds to hang him. That could come back to bite me. I mean, I have zero qualms about covertly freeing his slaves. And really, a part of me, he probably does deserve to die. Yeah. I'll let him live for now. If he comes back, especially if he comes back complaining, then we'll hang him. I need some time to look into the matter. Return to Girara, and I will send word. Of course. I appreciate you taking the time. I'll await your letter. Pleased, Somar bows slightly and turns to stride from the hall. Good riddance, the piece of shit. Yeah, I think Heravius is probably my druid. Yeah, he's the druid. Right there. Alright. Continuing on to... I think Brackenbury is where the lady we need to talk to is. Oh.
You had 5 siblings?
That's right. Between the 6 of us,
yeah.
I don't think the house has known a single day's quiet. Of course, a little chaos makes it far easier to get away with mischief.
Yes, I can imagine that comes in handy.
You get into a lot of mischief, Kana. Yeah, it looks like we have time to build something new. I really kind of want to finish up the, not this one. The chapel would be nice, but no, I'm thinking the, where is it? Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah, so the courtyard pool and the lab, I think those two combined should clean up the downstairs. My Lady Webb.
How fares your search?
Quite a few things. Some things I can tell you about the Leaden Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
The Leaden Key is manipulating a group of Ingwithan machines that span the country, and it seems to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy.
Oh, you suspected
it seemed too extreme even for them. How naive I've been.
Oh, you mean the Leaden Key. I see, not the machines by they. Sure. Yeah. It seemed the likely plot point, or a likely plot point.
The Leaden Key's conspiracy is clear now. They have used Engwithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame Animancy for it.
Right.
As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against Animancy.
Right.
When they finish, He is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this path for some time.
Right. I wonder why they want to outlaw animancy if that's true, though. If that's truly their goal. Also, it's a bit unfair, I think, now to continue calling it Widewind's legacy. Since, Widewind really had nothing to do with it.
I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment.
That would be fun.
Our Duke must hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, the hearings are closed to the public, which makes the Duke inaccessible until they are completed.
Right. Do you have a plan?
However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little pandering.
Ah, now we have to choose.
There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, and from House Dominel. If you can gain the support of one of those groups, that may be your best way in.
Yeah.
See what you can arrange.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering for a while whether it was possible not to pick a side. But nope. Seems that is not the case. It feels like it would be a little bit weird to side with the Dozens when they're the ones arguing against animancy, and our whole goal is to prevent its outlaw. I want to discuss the animancy hearings at the palace.
What of them?
Wouldn't they allow a guest of Dunrid Row into the hearings?
We would only do that as a last resort. Walking in with one of the 3 invited groups puts you in a position of influence. Walking in alone as a representative of Dunreed Row would earn you distrust among all the rest.
See.
It seems our organization has a reputation for nosiness and manipulation, for whatever reason.
She glances to one side. Cheeky Lady Webb. It seems well earned.
It would be best if people did not see Dunreed Row's hand in this. Easier for them to embrace the truth.
Right. Anything to know about the Duke?
Avar is many things to many people, and that is why he sits the throne. To the frontiersmen, he is one of their own. To the patriotic, he is a sole descendant of Admeth Hadrit.
Oh.
To the nobility, he is from an old and established family. All of these are half-truths or exaggerations, a tale he has spun around himself.
So this one isn't true? That he is, if I'm interpreting that correctly, the sole descendant of Admeth Hadrit. Sounds like he is basically the reincarnation, he has the same soul. It's kind of cool, if it was true.
The man behind the tale may not be the greatest mind in Deerwood, but he knows people. He knows when they are sincere and when they lie. He knows when they are strong and when they are weak. The other matters he leaves to me. Outwardly, he prefers to come off a bit of a simpleton. Don't be fooled. Before he was a duke, he was a trapper, and an excellent one at that.
Sounds like quite the capable person. Very smart. Yeah. All right, then. Farewell, Lady Webb. I suppose. Yeah. Need to get invited. Which means it is, in fact, time to, complete those quests. I don't plan on getting any more involved with House Doimanel, but, I would like to progress a little bit into the Dozens. But get to know them a little better before I truly write them off. Oh, I mean, both them and the Knights have their problems, of course. But, we'll see.